What's up guys, and oh boy, welcome to another video. And we have leaks, they are coming. We have basically a week and a half till the games are out, and we have someone with a copy of the game who is leaking images online, and there are, I'm sure, more to come soon. Now this person has said that they don't have the homebrew software, so they're not going to upload the game online, but I don't expect it will be that long until someone else does have the copy of the game and homebrew, and they will put it up. I think the only reason this person doesn't necessarily want to do it is because apparently the games have their own serial numbers now, so whether that will be an issue with putting it online, I don't know. But regardless, we have images of Pokemon Moon that this person has put online. They're putting a few online, not like loads, just here and there. We're going to go look through them and do stuff like that. So of course, if you're avoiding leaks, you might not want to watch these videos. I'm going to try and avoid spoilers in the thumbnails and such, keep the titles fairly generic, so like new information leaked or new evolution leaked, etc. Stuff like that basically. So of course, there's a title screen, nothing too much there, and we have a few images from the start of the game here. The first is after you've basically had your little video chat with Professor Kukui, it looks like. You can see the actual computer that you were sort of talking to him on, with a few icons there. So whether we actually get to use the computer at some point, I mean, I guess it's available, but like the screen, probably not, but who knows. And you can see Anon come out with these boxes. Obviously the character here is called Anon because it's 4chan, who, why would they name themselves anything else? And obviously the mother is calling to help with the boxes, is after the introduction to the game. And the next screenshot we see here is of Anon, or the character, in his bedroom. Also it's Pokemon Moon, so it's during the night, it would seem. And yeah, basically just a couple of screenshots showing validation that 4chan Pokemon 11th of the 7th or 7th of the 11th, whichever, wherever you live, of 2016. And then we have one more here which just shows you the options menu. There's nothing too much extra there. Text speed, 3 different ones, so maybe like slow, normal, fast, battle effects on or off, battle style, switch or set, button mode, default, and then like L and R, it's probably like A and B. We've had that before. And party/box. What that is, I'm not too sure. If I looked on Oras, I'd probably see a similar option there, so I'm sure it's nothing too extra. But that's pretty cool. But we then move on to sort of the more juicy stuff. The first one we have here is a full shot of the sort of the player and the menu. This is obviously after you've just gotten your first Pokemon, because you can see on the lower screen we have Pokemon, new, Pokedex, new, bag, new. So obviously this is new Pokemon or new entries in the Pokedex or whatever. Or they might be just new additions to the menu, but that's pretty cool. You can see you have access to Pokemon Refresh almost straight away, and you might also notice at the bottom left we have Trainer Passport there. Now a lot of people say, Passport, wow, does this mean we get to travel to different regions? Not really. It just looks like it's an alternate name for the Trainer Card. So instead of Trainer Card we have Trainer Passport, which makes sense because we in the game we've just moved regions, we just moved from Kanto. You can see this very blurry screenshot of the Trainer Passport you can see here, which on the top is generic Trainer Card stuff, so money, battle points it looks like, Pokemon, a load of Pokemon, playtime, adventure start on, etc. And then the bottom screen you can see we have Melee Trial Champion, which looks like a stamp. You can see Tapu Koko on the stamp. So with the stamp, all Pokemon at level 35 will obey your every command. I'm guessing this person hasn't got it yet, I'm not too sure though. And I'm guessing you get these stamps, so it's basically like your badge case, just they're stamps instead of badges. So yeah, that's that. Moving on though, we have some Rowlet stuff. Now they chose Rowlet as their starter, and we can see a few screenshots here. You can see Rowlet's stats when we first get it. Looking at the stats, you can see the lowest stat is speed. Whether or not that's an indicator of further evolution, we don't know, because it could just be bad IVs and bad EVs and such. Also not EV at this point, we get to get the idea. You can see it has leafage at level 5, so pretty cool there. And then we have a picture of Dartrix, which evolves at level 17 apparently, so Dartrix is level 17. And you can see the speed is still pretty low here. It's only 23 compared to 31, 32, 34 for the others. So maybe that's again an indication of the fact that Decidueye will be fairly slow and not be a fast attack, not be a fast Pokemon. But we don't know quite yet. But we do have an image of Leafage as well, which reveals it's actually a physical move, which I suppose makes sense since it's throwing leaves basically. So maybe there'll be a physical attacking line, I don't know exactly. Looking at the stats at the moment, isn't really, they're both 31, so who exactly knows which is which. But then moving on, we also have a picture of the evolution of Pikipek, which of course we didn't know the name for, and it's called Trumbeak, obviously, who would have guessed. So I guess it's like trunk and then beak, who knows exactly. And you can see Trumbeak here, level 15, which I guess is the evolution level for Pikipek into Trumbeak. You can see it as Rock Smash, whether that's a TN that they've picked up and taught at some point, we don't know. But you see ability is Keen Eye, nothing too special there. And in terms of stats, special attack is low, but that only makes sense for that line because they are physical attackers. But the physical attack is actually really quite high. It's 32 compared to Dartrix's 31 at level 17, so that's pretty cool. That's all we have so far though, but I'm going to keep you covered with all the leaks that come out. As I said, I'm sure someone will get the game and hope put it on homebrew, so I'm cracking my 3DS tonight hopefully, so I can get the game myself if it goes online and hunt through the games for some leaks for you all guys. But that's going to be it for today, so if you're enjoying the start of the leak coverage, do let me know by, let me know what you think of the leaks so far. Are you excited that they're leaking like a week and a half early? I think that's even earlier than X and Y. I'm not too sure though. Let me know what you think about that down below. But this is going to be it for today, so I should be saying next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.